Hey y'all, and thanks for stopping by Design by Kathy. Today I want to do a 16 by 20 canvas. I want to do another Dutch pour. This time, rather than having a lot of negative space, I want to push the paint over the whole canvas. So I'm going to be using some really happy, fun colors that I saw. I don't know, it was on a TV show. They just made me feel good. I like the colors. I think the result when we're going to use a hairdryer again, and to me the result reminds me of like a watercolor or a watercolor splash. So let's get right to it. I have a 16 by 20 canvas. Got a little spatter of paint on it. I'm going to be using a white, red, a yellow, a purple, and a green. I'll put the exact color names and brands down below. We're going to be doing a version of somewhat of a Dutch pour. So I saw something, you know how, I've told you all before, when you see something that inspires you, colors and whatnot, make little notes, write them down, because you think, oh, those all look really cool together. So I don't know I can't remember now what I saw this on, but I was watching TV, and so I wrote them down. So this is where I got my color scheme from. This canvas, that's a shadow, but it had a few little dimples in it over in my corners. So what I did with my canvas with the little dimples that it had in it, or little whatever imperfections, is I spritzed it with water all over, put the hairdryer on it, and it just poofed those right out of there. So that's a pretty good little thing if you open a canvas and it's got some little imperfections as far as the canvas is just not as tight as you want it, and it's got some little bubble up places or poofed up places. Spritz it with water, and I took the hairdryer too. I don't know that you would necessarily need to do that, but I did it because for time-wise I was ready to do my project. I did add Floetrol to each one of these, a 2-part Floetrol to 1-part paint. I'm going to take my white first and pretty much go around most of the canvas here. Just going to spread this out. Not too thin, but not as thick as, because we're going to be pushing paint all over it, so I don't want it as thick as what it would be for just our regular pour. So, but I do want to have a coat of paint on here as a nice base, I guess you could say. So I'm going to take these colors, and I'm just going to add some puddles here and there of each of the different colors. I think the last Dutch pour that I did, I wanted to have some negative space. With this one, I'm really wanting to push the colors over the whole canvas. I'm going to be using a hairdryer. I just thought when I saw this, these were just pretty, happy colors. I like happy colors, even when we find negative people in the world. I just had a chuckle. This is so reminding me of a book, Dr. Seuss book I used to read to my daughter. Oh geez, what was the one with the spots? And there were all these different spots. And there were all these different colors like this. And that's what it reminds me of. That's kind of funny. Now, one thing that I do know we're going to need is we're going to need a carrier. This is just like when you were doing a swipe. When you do a swipe, you know, you make your level of the paint you're going to be pushing with or swiping with. So this is a similar idea, more or less. So we're going to push with the white paint. Okay, I'm going to get the hairdryer after it, and let's see what starts to happen here. using the hairdryer, you get a totally different effect than just a drag. I think I see a spot. Nope, that's paint. You know, when you swipe, you get a totally different look. I love the look of this. It's got some cool, very cool little details all in through here. And the paint, we just sprayed it across. And again, with this one, I did want to cover the whole thing with color. Although we do have some white, that's fine. I don't mind having the white, but I like these colors together. And they're just happy, sunny, bright colors. So thank you guys for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. Please share with your friends. And I hope that you'll join me next time when we try something else. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. And hey, if you're new, y'all be sure to subscribe.